All right, and we're back. March 5th with Lent 15. And it's a Friday. I hope you're having a good Friday. Today we're going to look at Ezra chapter 4, verses 17 through 24. And this would be the king's answer to the people, King Artaxerxes' answer to the letter of accusation that was written to stop the people from rebuilding this wicked and rebellious city. And it starts in verse 17. The king sent an answer to Rehum the commander and Shimshai the scribe and the rest of their associates who live in Samaria and in the rest of the province beyond the river. Greeting. And now the letter that you sent to us has been plainly read before me, and I made a decree, and a search has been made. And it has been found that this city from of old has risen against kings, and that rebellion and sedition have been made in it. Verse 20. And mighty kings have been over Jerusalem, who ruled over the whole province beyond the river, to whom tribute, custom, and toll were paid. Therefore, make a decree that these men will be made to cease. In other words, make them stop doing what they're doing, and that this city be not rebuilt until a decree is made by me. Verse 22. And take care not to be slack in this matter. Why should damage grow to the hurt of the king? Then, when the copy of King Artaxerxes' letter was read before Rehum and Shimshai, the scribe and their associates, they went in haste to the Jews at Jerusalem, and then by force and power made them cease. Then the work on the house of God that is in Jerusalem stopped, and it ceased until the second year of the reign of Darius, king of Persia. So it doesn't start again until a new king, a new sheriff is in town. And so this brings up the question of authority for us. When we say the word authority in our modern years, we think of who's the boss and who can make who do what. Here, obviously, Artaxerxes carries a lot of authority. And he listens to this letter, he listens to these accusations, and he finds evidence to support those accusations in his records. This is not based on his relationship with the people. This is not based on any of his own history or experience with them. This is just, he has proof texted the accusations, which you can do, right? If someone accuses you of something, they can point out things in your past and things in your history that lend credence to their accusation. And your defense might seem weak. It might seem thin, not thin. But your defense might seem thin as you say, yeah, but I'm different now. And saying you're different now is a whole lot different than being different. And that's one of the reasons I think that we're called to live lives of radical obedience, where we actually demonstrate that we are peculiar, that we are different people than those who take their cues from the world system. But this decree, he says, you should make them cease. They should be made to cease. In other words, force them to stop. Do not allow them. And when the enemy gets so brash and so bold that they attempt to stop you by force from doing that which God has called you to do, from being that which God has called you to be, their only recourse is to say, because I said so. That's it. Because I said so. And if you look back to the beginning of this study, King Cyrus said, this is what God told me. And he took his authority from God and he used his authority, Cyrus's authority. He basically said, I've derived this from God. Artaxerxes makes no such claim to be a God-fearing emperor. He simply says, I am the final word here, and I say this. Now, He even says that it can't be undone except by me. Well, it's not long before Artaxerxes is taken out of the picture and a new king is put in his place. And this is something that God does. And this is something we need to bear in mind when we come up against opposition from wherever it comes from. That if God is for you, as the New Testament tells us very clearly, if God is for you, who can be against you? You don't have to worry. Minor, temporary setbacks at best. All right? So let's say this prayer today. God, I thank you that you are with me. We all thank you that you're with us. That if you're for us, there is no one who can be against us. Your word tells us that there's no weapon that has been fashioned against us that is going to prosper. It might have moments where it causes harm. It might have moments where it slows us down, or it hinders, but it will not prosper. It's not going to stand over us in victory. God, we thank you for that. I ask that you would instill that truth in our hearts today and be with us. Amen. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow, Saturday, for Lent 16. Bye-bye.